Hey everyone, the 2.6 patch is here, and instead of our normal 2 new characters, instead we are getting 1. But don't let that distract you from the fact that this character is powerful, being able to stand toe to toe with the likes of Firefly, Acheron, and Fei Xiao for top DPS. That character I'm speaking of is the Galaxy Ranger Rappa. In today's video, I'll discuss her playstyle and which relics, Lightcones would be best, along with the best team setup to get the most out of her. So let's go. Normally, I would talk about the character's basic and skill, but they really aren't anything to talk about, as unenhanced, they just do normal damage and don't provide any other effects. It is with her ultimate that her kit really starts to ramp up. Nindo Supreme Aishiritu states upon activation, Rappa enters the seal form state and gains 1 extra turn while obtaining 3 stacks of chroma ink, and increases her break effect efficiency by 50% and break effect by 30%. Additionally, while in the seal form state, Rappa's basic attack is enhanced, but she can't use her skill or ultimate. Whenever she uses her enhanced basic attack, Rappa consumes 1 point of the chroma ink, and when chroma ink is depleted, Rappa will exit the seal form state. Having said that, we need to check out that enhanced basic attack, Ningu Demon Bane Petal Blade. The first 2 hits will deal imaginary damage equal to 60% of her attack to a single enemy, and imaginary damage equal to 30% of her attack to adjacent enemies, and the third hit deals imaginary damage equal to 60% of her attack to all enemies. While attacking enemies that do not have imaginary weakness, Rappa can still deal toughness reduction equal to 50% of the original toughness reduction value. So much similar to the likes of Acheron and Fei Xiao. While breaking weakness, Rappa triggers the imaginary weakness break effect, which causes the enemy to be imprisoned and unable to take action. Rappa's talent, Ninja Tech Endurance Gauge, states that when the target's weakness is broken, Rappa will deal break damage equal to 30% of her imaginary damage to them that bounces to 2 additional times. Each instance of damage deals break damage equal to a certain percentage of Rappa's imaginary break damage and 10 toughness reduction, regardless of the weakness type to random type enemies. This toughness reduction will only take effect on the enemies with toughness greater than 0. Her traces are also something not to overlook, as they buff her by a lot, granting an additional charge stack and 10 energy attacking elite enemies, dealing 1 instance of 60% super break damage towards an enemy that is weakness broken, and finally, whenever an enemy becomes weakness broken, increases break damage by 2%, and for every 100 over 2,400 attack, increase this boost by 1% up to a max of 8 times. Jumping over to Lightcones, her signature does a lot for her, making it not only the best option, but frankly, probably the best overall choice by a large margin. It will increase break effect by 60 to 100% and grants 30 to 40 energy upon entering battle, making it easier to launch her ultimate faster. Additionally, after using her ultimate, you will gain Raton, which states after using 2 basic attacks, advance the wearer's action forward by 50 to 70% and removes Raton and can be reset after using her ultimate again. The issue with Rappa and Lightcone options is that her damage comes from having both high attack stat and from a break effect, so most of the other 5-star Lightcone options don't really benefit her, as they focus on boosting either crit rate or crit damage. Saying that though, Himiko's Lightcone boosts the wearer's attack by 9 to 15%, or the Her to Shop Lightcone, which boosts attack by 8 to 12%, and for each enemy hit, further increase attack by 4 to 8%, which can be stacked 5 times. Unfortunately, for 4-star options, the same issue persists, as most of them do not focus on boosting break effect other than after the Termini fall, which increases break effect by 28 to 56%, and after the wearer uses their ultimate, boosts speed by 8 to 16% for 2 turns. Rappa really falls into an awkward position with regard to the Lightcone choices that really help her. Granted, you have a great free-to-play option, but hopefully in the future, better options do come out. For relic and ornament options, you want to focus on either her attack, speed, or break effect stat, as these are going to be her most important stats, being a DPS or break DPS focused character. Right off the bat, the first set to focus on would be the Iron Cavalry set, as you can get up to a total of 16% break effect boost, but the possibility of ignoring 25% defense, though most likely only getting the 10% ignored defense. For the maximum break effect focus, you can run 2-piece of the Iron Cavalry set and 2-piece of the Watchmaker set, as you would get a base 32% increase to break effect. Jumping over to the ornament sets, you can run the Talia set in order to get a maximum of 36% break effect increase, or for a more well-rounded character, I would suggest running either the Firmament set or the Space Sealing Station set, as they both will increase attack, which is something Rappa benefits greatly from. Now we get to the team comp options for Rappa. Not really a big surprise here, as since Rappa is a break effect unit, much like other break DPS characters such as Firefly and Boot Hill, she wants to have characters that will boost that aspect of her kit, because by doing so will increase her overall damage output. So saying that, you want to have the Harmony MC on the team, as for the break effect teams, the MC is just a staple and a must have. After this, another character that is a must because of how much she provides will have to be Ruan Mei. For the final slot, depending on whether you pulled or skipped, you want to run Ling Sha, as she provides excellent support similar to Ruan Mei in a lower fashion, and excellent healing, or you can use Gallagher, as he does what Ling Sha does, but just slightly less efficient.